Hello beautiful mamas, it's Liv here and I am going to show you today how to check for your abdominal separation. So if you are a mum, you may or may not have heard already about abdominal separation, you may or may not have it. It is very common, a lot of women get it during pregnancy because your muscles and your stomach gets pushed out with the baby on the inside, so it is quite likely you might have it, and I am, as promised, going to show you how you can check for it yourself. And the important thing why you need to know whether you do or you don't have separation is if you're planning on getting back to training, it will determine what sort of exercises you should and shouldn't be doing, because there's going to be exercises that are going to make it even worse, and you don't want that because it could potentially result in hernia. So I'm just going to explain to you what abdominal separation is in case if you don't know what it is. Your muscles are constructed out of two lines basically going down like this, and then they're separated into the squares on each side, which we call a six-pack. Now, we all have those muscles. It's just usually after we've had a baby, we've got a little bit more body fat than usual, and you need to be quite lean for those muscles to show. So, and those are the muscles that get pulled apart with the pressure of the baby from the inside. So it's a very, very easy way that you can check yourself whether you have it or you don't. So I'm going to show you how you're going to do it. So you need to lay down, and ideally you should avoid laying down and getting up like this, because essentially it's a sit-up, and in case you do have abdominal separation, one of the exercises you should not be doing is a sit-up. Okay, you're going to go using your elbow, pretend you're pretty much in your third trimester of pregnancy, so you wouldn't really be, throwing yourself up like this. You're going to lie down flat on the floor with your feet on the floor as well, bent like this. And then what you're going to do is you're going to crunch up and breathe out as if you're about to do some crunches. You want your shoulder blade to come off the floor, okay? You're really squeezing your muscles, you're crunching up, holding it up. You're going to take two fingers and you're going to place it right here. So starting from the top, what we're looking for is we're looking for like a little ditch where your fingers are going to fall through in between your abdominal muscles. You're going to start from the top, and if you are able to stick your fingers in between your muscles, in between those two lines, that means you've got some abdominal separation. It could be quite wide, where you'll be able to stick two fingers in like this, or it could be quite narrow, just one finger, or you might not be able to do that, which means you don't have abdominal separation. But what you need to do is you need to move all the way down towards your belly button whilst in the crunch position, okay? You want to your back flat on the floor. I'm just turning towards you so you can see what I'm doing. And you've got to go all the way to your belly button. So I can feel here that I can stick two fingers in between my muscles over here when I'm crunching up around my belly button. Around your belly button area is where you are going to have the biggest separation if you do. And it's going to be the spot where it takes the longest to close up. So if you do feel like you have a bit of a gap there, but you are not sure, I recommend that you go and see a physio who specializes in, and looks after pre and postnatal women, or even go and see your doctor so they can confirm it if you're not sure 100%, but you can sort of just get an idea yourself in 2 seconds whether you've got some sort of a gap there or not. Okay, so now, and the exercises that you should be avoiding if you believe you have some abdominal separation are, number one, sit-ups. Sit-ups are putting way too much pressure on when you're lifting your entire top half of the body with your muscles that haven't healed yet. So you want your abs first to heal and to close up together before you're going to start doing exercises like sit-ups. Planks, just your normal planks on toes and your elbows is another exercise that's probably not a good idea. Again, puts way too much pressure on your abs that haven't closed up yet. And also crunches, or anything that involves you lifting both of your legs up at the same time. It's better to start with tucking your lower back to the mat and just either lifting one leg at a time like this. You can hold both legs at the top like this together, that's not a problem, but you don't want to be bringing them down together. You want to sort of do one leg at a time kind of exercises until your abdominal separation closes up. So hopefully this video is helpful. Comment below and let me know whether you have abdominal separation, whether you've done the test and you feel like you do. And I am going to create another little video on the workout that I do for my abdominal separation. I'm actually 3.5 months postpartum now, so it's slowly closing up. It takes time, and also I've been doing exercises that actually can help you close it up as well. And I'm working with a really good physio who's given me these exercises to do, and I've used these exercises on some of the mums that I've trained in the past. So yes, focus on fixing those abs and bringing them back together first, and then you can move on to exercises that are more advanced, like your planks and your sit-ups type exercises. All right, mums, I'll see you next time.